Rick Marciano, Jessica Bill or Billy, and Abby Fletcher. Who, let's see, are you Jessica? Abby. Okay, Robin Newhall. Robin? Yes? Okay. Mr. Marciano, please.
Yes. Rick Marciano, Beverly, Mass. While I was in the U.S. Army, I was a military police, intelligence analyst, and then became a Green Beret. And I retired in 2000. In 2008, they called me back into active duty as a recruiter. I went to school, graduated, and they sent me down to Pennsylvania. While we were getting recruits to join the service, a lot of them could not pass the ASVAB test, the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battle. And part of it was because of the schooling. We had one young lady that she was going to join, and she came from Massachusetts. And I recall a long-time recruiter there that said, well, she's from Massachusetts, she's going to pass the ASVAB, no problem. And that was in 2008. Now, when I first went to basic training in the military, we had a recruit that was, regular member, just like me, a soldier, and he got failed out of school because he could not read. So somehow he got by through the system of school, and there was nothing there to double check, what took place. Well, with the MCAS has helped Massachusetts to be #1 in the nation, but since we have been aligning with Common Core and PARCC testing, that is no longer the case. Our scores have dropped. When we are no longer #1, then we should look at other states, not doing what we're doing right now. MCAS should be modified. Basically, take the test in 10th grade with a choice of taking it by booklet or computer. Also, if a student cannot pass the recommended goals, scores, or the need improvement level, then a one-on-one can be determined if the student is ready to adapt, be an asset to society. The one-on-one will determine if the student is able to receive a high school diploma, making sure they can read, write, do math, and use the computer. If they can do this, the world is theirs, and they're prepared for life beyond school. A #1 world championship team or sports team does not experiment. They stay the way they are, which we should have done, as I had said earlier, when they are on top. I understand that some municipalities in the past, around 2010, have sold out due to budget constraints, due to this carrot money, but by accepting Common Core and PARCC testing is like purchasing oceanfront property in Kansas. The $250 million in nationwide carrot funding now is gone. It appears Common Core propaganda is all about money and not what is in the best interest of our children in Massachusetts. By signing on to Common Core, PARCC testing, Commissioner Chester and others, you have wasted a lot of time and money due to lack of transparency. We should not be here tonight. You and others were hired to look out for the best interest of our children, and you have failed. And one question I have is, how will John and Abigail scholarships affect this, hopefully not in the future, PARCC testing if they start taking that? Will they still be giving?
Get to the end and I'll try to get.
Okay, that's my.
Okay, thank you. Do you answer that question? I think we need some context.
Yeah. So to questions about John and Abigail scholarship, which pays tuition at state universities for students who score at high levels on their high school MCAS.
Top 25%.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the top 25%, sir.
Right, and so we would, if the board makes a decision to transition the PARCC at the high school level, then we would transition the Abigail scholarship accordingly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher.